Let's talk about abandoned cart campaigns. So what in the world is an abandoned cart campaign? Well, you've seen it. It's happened to you before. So basically what happens is whenever someone puts an item in their shopping cart, but then they don't check out with it, that's called an abandoned cart. And so I bet you that you have gotten emails from different e-commerce kind of companies that say, that say something like, did you forget something? Well, that's an abandoned cart campaign. They're saying, hey, you put this in your cart, but you didn't check out. Did you forget it? Personally, I think that's one of the stupidest headlines that you can use in an abandoned cart campaign, but people do it all the time. So here's the thing that happens with abandoned cart campaigns. They tend to increase your sales by 10% or higher. In other words, you're able to convert a bunch of people that you weren't able to convert before by having a series of emails that go out to them and give them more information about why they should buy that thing they put in their cart. Now, how in the world does this apply to us? I mean, most of us don't have a cart with 52 items that we can put in a shopping cart. Well, let's say you're selling a course and it's a $2,000 course and you put it out there and some people will come and add it to their cart and then just they don't get around to checking out. Well, here's the thing that happens. You may not get a 10% increase, but you may get a 3% increase. You may get a 5% increase. You may get a 2%. Whatever it is, that's sales you would not have gotten otherwise. And so we strongly recommend that you use some kind of abandoned cart campaign. But there's a really interesting study that just came out that shows if you send not just one, but 3 or more emails in your abandoned cart campaign, you'll tend to get 65% increase in the conversions from your abandoned cart campaign. Wonderful information. That's basically saying for the 20 minutes it costs you to write 3 emails instead of just one, you can get a 65% increase in your abandoned cart. Now, how do you do an abandoned cart campaign? Well, the first thing, you got to know their email to be able to send them that. And so what you're probably going to want to do is do a 2-step checkout where the first step is you get their name and email. And then the second step is where it shows the items in their cart. You're going to have to work with whoever you're using to check out your items and find out how they do an abandoned cart campaign. Because basically what they've got to do is they got to record, hey, someone put it in their cart, they didn't check out, and then you got to have the email, and then you use that to start a series of emails that go out to them that encourage them to actually buy it. And may I suggest that if you're selling a $2,000 product, did you forget something? Is not something that they did. They didn't put a $2,000 purchase in their cart and then forget to check out. What happened was they had second thoughts. And so what you need to be doing is giving them additional information, more testimonials, more guarantees, maybe bonuses to cause them to decide that the risk is not as high as they thought it was and that they're willing to actually go through with purchasing your item. So there's your essence. Number 1, have an abandoned cart campaign. You'll tend to increase your sales. Number 2, 3 or more emails in your abandoned cart campaign will increase it by up to 65%. So write more than one email in this process. By the way, you may also want to consider retargeting campaigns. Those also work really well in abandoned cart campaigns. Talk to your shopping cart supplier and figure out how they make it happen. You may have to get an extra plugin or something like that to make it happen, but it's well worth it in terms of increasing your sales. Let me know what's your experience by using abandoned cart campaigns. Let me know in the chat. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.